Hello, I am Jaime Elizondo from Real World Ranching, and I am happy to have you here listening to this week's podcast. Today, I will share some valuable insights for you. In this week's podcast, I will reveal 3 powerful strategies to reduce your workload while maintaining excellent results on your ranch or farm. Plus, do not forget to mark your calendars because our free masterclass, Triple Your Stocking Rate with Lush Pastures and Thriving Livestock, is just around the corner. It is time to transform your ranching approach for the better. With only 1 week left, the countdown to our masterclass has begun. This event is your ticket to making informed decisions that will revolutionize your Grazing livestock enterprise. Prepare to witness improvements in both land health and productivity. You will also get a Q&A session at the end, so it's on October 24 at 6 p.m. and October 25 at 12 p.m. Houston time. The link to save your tickets is www.rwranching.com/masterclass. Okay, if you listened to last week's podcast, you know that there are important things we need to do in our daily management of our ranch or farm. You also know about the Pareto principle, where 20% of your efforts give you 80% of your results, and 80% of your efforts only give you 20% of your results. This means that we need to identify what gives us the highest return to our efforts to avoid diluting our attention by doing too many things and tasks that may be unnecessary. Let's start by addressing a common challenge: managing many different groups of livestock on your ranch or farm. While there may be valid reasons for this separation, it is worth exploring possibilities to streamline your efforts. By consolidating groups, you can significantly reduce your workload and improve pasture management. Of course, we can come up with many and various reasons to keep these small groups separated from the rest, and it may be valid, but I want you to explore possibilities and try not to concentrate on the negatives, but first on the positives. The negatives we can analyze later, and maybe you will find out that those fears or misgivings were not so real after all. Let's not spread ourselves too thin and concentrate our efforts on what gives us the best return. Now we will go over why having 1 or 2 groups of livestock is necessary to avoid overgrazing. I have had students that had over 6 groups of livestock in their farm, and their days were interminable. They were trying to rotate 7 groups at the same time. This is impossible. Once they started to put together all those little groups, their workload diminished greatly, and they were capable of giving longer rest to their pastures. Now, they are growing much more grass and will save a large amount of money on hay feeding this winter. Another task that takes time and may not be needed? Ear tagging of all the calves at birth comes to mind. Is it necessary to ear tag every calf immediately at birth? Is it safe for you to handle newborns with the newly calved cow right there beside you? Remember that newly calved cows have hormones that signal them to protect their newborns. And those hormones are very high. And remember that after 2 weeks, those same hormone levels drop hugely and they become their former selves again. So, I suggest to ear tag all the year's babies 2 weeks after the last calf is dropped in a short calving season, and to do it in the corral, separating the baby calves from their dams without stress in the way I described with a video that I have on YouTube called How We Separate Calves at Weaning. My YouTube channel is Real World Ranching, and the video name is How we separate calves at weaning, as we also wean them by separating them from their dams in a low-stress, stockmanship way. Then, if there are some especially good bull calves that I need to know the number of their dams, it is a simple matter to see to which cow they go to suckle after you finish ear tagging them. This lowers your stress and chances of getting run over by an overprotective new mom. And remember that we need our cows to protect their calves from predators, so we want them to be protected when their calves are born. A quick tip: make management decisions as if your livestock numbers were already as high as you plan on getting. And you will realize that many things you're doing now, you would not be able to do them if you had a higher number of livestock. Once we stop doing unnecessary tasks, we can concentrate on where our efforts give us the best results. And you will suddenly realize that this life of managing grazing livestock is very enjoyable. You will have time to appreciate the beautiful scenery where you will work, time to observe, time to watch nature and its wildlife, and time to spend with your family. Friends, this is important. We need time to enjoy life to the fullest. Once you have all your livestock consolidated, it is important to start applying the principles of the Total Grazing program, which should be implemented gradually. There are certain guidelines that you need to follow and will be explained in the free class. But the basics are to stop or diminish overgrazing, to create deep and fat roots on your grasses forages. This is what will give you the best return on your efforts: stopping or diminishing overgrazing. You see, every time we return to regraze a plant before its full recovery, we fall into overgrazing. And overgrazing weakens the plant and its roots, making them susceptible to any short-term drought or hard freeze or invasive species. In the Total Grazing program, you will learn how to maintain high quality in your forages in the green season area and to stockpile the rest of your property for the brown season when the grass is no longer growing. This is one of the secrets you will learn in the free masterclass on October 24 and 25. And this is the main reason I want you to attend my masterclass. In it, I will explain what is needed to triple your stocking rate with Lush Pastures and thriving livestock. Save your seat and enjoy the free class. I promise you will learn something new and it will change how you see your farm or ranch. Recap and conclusions. Number 1, put all your different groups of livestock together as much as you can and for as long as possible. Be creative. Number 2, apply the ear tags on your new calves after they are 2 weeks old. This will greatly diminish stress to cow and calf and will be much safer for you. In the case where you need to know the number of the dam, you can identify which one is after releasing the calves one by one once they are ear tagged. 3, the Total Grazing program, a path to sustainable ranching. Once your livestock are consolidated, consider delving into the principles of the Total Grazing program. This gradual approach focuses on preventing overgrazing, promoting deep root growth in your forages, and ultimately increasing your ranch resilience to challenges like drought, freezing temperatures, and invasive species. Focus on what gives you the best return for your effort. Conclusion. As we wrap up this podcast, I encourage you to seize the opportunity before you. Reserve your seat at our free masterclass, Triple Your Stocking Rate with Lush Pastures and Thriving Livestock, taking place on October 24 at 6 p.m. and October 25 at 12 p.m. Houston time. This class promises to change the way you view your ranch or farm. And thank you for your dedication to the world of ranching. We look forward to your participation in our masterclass and witnessing the transformative impact it will have on your ranching journey. Until then, may your days be filled with ranching success, fulfillment, and cherished moments with your loved ones. Secure your seat today at www.rwranching.com/masterclass and invite fellow ranchers and land stewards to join this enlightening event. Together, we will embark on a journey towards ranching excellence and prosperity. May God bless you all.